very nice. Alright. So that's more than enough. Blocks too, hello, how are you? Nice for you to drop in, thank you very much. Lives Charge, hello, how are you? Thank you very much for being in my life. I was just doing a speed test because yesterday I had some problems with my internet connection because I was doing it with Wi-Fi. And so I bought a cable today for Ethernet cable that I can go from my TP link to my laptop that I'm standing upstairs here. So I have a better connection. So I was just doing a speed test and I had 50 MBs download and around 22-23 MBs upload. So that's more than enough for streaming. But yeah, normally I have an internet package from 250 MB upload and 25 MB 250 MB download and 25 MB upload. So that's more than enough to do live streaming. But at this moment I didn't have that. I had around 45 download and 23 upload. But yeah, then I'm mostly doing the upload with the video. And that's about 2.5 MBs a second or something, and I'm sitting on 23 MBs a second, so that's more than enough. And I see 4 people in the chat and only 1 like. Don't you like this stream, guys? Please put a thumbs up. Thank you very much. So yeah, yesterday the first time I had my son in the chat also. So M. Gelens, hello, how are you? And I'm gonna stay in English because there are also English people here in the chat. So that's nice. Oh, we already have 6 people in the chat. Hello, how are you? Good evening. Yeah, well, I'm still sitting sick at home, or sick. I have an infection on my feet, so I'm sitting sick at home. Oh yeah, Gelens, sorry, Gelens. So yeah, so I can't do much at this moment because it has to heal. I get what is it now? I still 2 days to go. So that's now the 8th day that I'm taking antibiotics from the doctor. Because it was infected with a bacteria or something like that. He called it gordelroos. I don't know what it exactly is. I know only that it's not good. Yeah, well, it's after 8 days of taking the antibiotics, it's already much better, but it's still I still feel it is not that good. It is 100% healed, so that has to take a couple of days extra. So my doctor said to me that I had to keep my rest with the full feet and don't walk too much on it. So that's why I'm sitting at home at this moment. And that's the only thing that I can do, sit. So that's not nice at this moment. But yeah, I will get. It is already getting better. It was much swollen. I think about 1/3 of my feet extra swollen, so that was too much. And now it's almost gone. The swollenness, is that a word? Swollenness, it's almost gone. It's just a little bit at this moment on by my small fingers at my feet. That's toes, I believe that you call them. I'm not in the basement, Gelens. I'm here on top of under my roof. So I'm sitting on my sleeping room. bedroom, I must say. So, and yeah, I wanted to do something in the garden, but that's not possible at this moment with my feet. And other things that I can do sitting here in house is also not possible. So I really have, yeah, I've done a lot of YouTube watching, like Joe Robinette. He's some bushcrafting guy that goes in a canoe in Canada, I believe that is. Goes over some of those lakes with a canoe and then a fishing rod, so he's catching his own fish, and then a lot of times he does only an overnight in the woods, but also he does a lot of movies that it's 7, 8, 10 days, even long going into the wilderness and try to catch as much food as you can yourself to get you from food and everything. So, and then they have a special water bottle to clear the water, and I like that very much. But there are long vlogs that he makes. He makes vlogs from hour to 2, 3 hours sometimes. So, but yeah, well, I'm sitting home the whole time, and I love the watching of the nature. And this is not, yeah, okay, it is edited, but it's not um, set up in a way that you see in movies. So that's uh, that's nice to see some real nature. Some of that it is put in scene. Yeah, and for the rest, I want to have a second screen so I can do some shout outs and things like that. But I'm a little bit short of no, well, not short of cash. I just have to do a little bit relax. So because this month is also going to be expensive with all presents and things like that. So I just have to keep it a little bit within my perks that I have. So, and we had 5 people in the chat, and now we're back to 2. And I believe 1 is for me. I'm not sure who is still here. So yeah, that's why I'm sitting at home at this moment, because of my feet. And can't do much, then just watching a little bit of a little bit. Taking a lot of rest. I slept for 9 or 10 hours today before I stand up. And then I go down, wash myself, and dress myself, and then going for something to eat while in the meantime that I'm watching YouTube. And just waiting and while sitting that my feet is healed again, so I can go back to work and go vlog again and things like that. That would be nice again, because I'm really bored at this moment. No, not I am infection. I have an infection. The Gipler 84, hello, thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. How are you today? I was just telling that it was not much here from my side, because I can't do much like I already told yesterday, also because of my infected feet. I have antibiotics. I'm now at 8 day, and it's already like a lot less, but still not good enough to go do things. Still have to keep it a lot of rest. Yeah, it's already cold here in Holland also, the Kepler. So we had a couple of days ago, I believe. We had a couple of days with frost, of night, only night frost, not day frost. Night frost -2 degrees, 3 4 degrees Celsius or something like that. But that's okay, already gone, and I believe we get a cold 2 or 3 nights now after the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I believe. We get 3 cold nights around freezing point, but not going under the freezing. So, and there's not much wind standing. It's only very wet also outside. Yeah, that's more than cold enough. But it's good for against bugs and things like that, and the insects. If you don't get frost, the insects are only getting bigger, like with what you have already with the wasps. They're getting bigger and bigger every year. It's crazy. Normally they only 1.5 centimeters, and now they get up to 3, 4, 5 centimeters. I've already seen one. Maybe that was a queen, I'm not sure, but it was a really big one. So cold is not bad for getting rid of bugs and insects and mosquitoes and things like that, because it's gonna stay the whole time warm. They don't die from the freezing. So you have them next year again. And I really think that the weather is getting different, because when I was young, when I was living with my parents, I remember that we go to my grandfather with a sledge behind the car, and my father was driving the car, and we were sitting on the sledge behind the car, driving over the snow. And then you had a couple of weeks, you had real snow and frost and things like that. But at this moment, now the temperatures in the winter are only going up. So that is crazy at this moment. And I think that now almost everybody is thinking about global changes in the weather. So yeah, I believe there is really weather change at the moment. But if it's gonna be bad, I'm not sure. Well, the deserts are getting also hotter, and they are expanding also more to the north and more to the south, I heard. But yeah, I don't know if it is here in Holland. It's getting yeah. And last summer we had so less rain that they warned us for not enough rain for the time being. So yeah, that was something that I had something from what Holland, and no drinking water almost, or not enough, because we use so much and there's not falling much rain on the ground. So we have most of it is groundwater here in Holland. We have enough of that, but not at this moment. And we are back to one person. And that's most likely myself. Me, myself, and I. get myself a second screen, because this is not very nice. I can't do much with one screen. That's too bad. Yeah, I really need to get myself a decent bureau or something like that, and then a second screen, so that I can do more reviews from channels and things like that. That would be nice. Because with one screen here on this laptop, and it's not a small screen, it is 17 or 19 inch, I believe 17 inch. But it's only one screen, so that's not so easy to do when you want to do shoutouts and things like that. Now when you have two screens, you can put on the second screen, I can put OBS and see what I then can put out to YouTube by OBS, so that would be nice. So I think I go have a look tomorrow maybe. Christina, hello, how are you? Good evening. Or kan ik goedenavond zeggen? I normally talk English because the most people that come into my chat understand English, but I sometimes have a couple of Dutch guys in, so here also. I'm considering my infected feet. I'm okay. I have an infection in my bacterial infection on my feet, and I got antibiotics from my doctor. So I'm now on the 8th day for my antibiotics. Oh, you're from Russia. All right. Wow, nice. Thank you very much for being here in my life. Thank you, thank you. I love to have you here. So yeah, I was just on my 8th day of my antibiotics because of my feet. And we have one more person in the chat. Hello, hello. Nice for you to drop in. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just thought I'd go live and see if somebody is gonna come to the chat, because I was very bored sitting the whole time at home at this moment. And normally I should go to work in 2 hours or something like that. Hey, het Looi Kartel, goedenavond. Well, it's now 9:30. Normaal gesproken, normally I had to go to work in about, right now actually. I should drive away to do my work because of my injured foot. I can't go to work. So the doctor said to me I have to keep rest with my feet. And then I get an antibiotics for 10 days, and 4 tablets a day I have to take. I have a problem with wet feet. If I don't dry them good enough, then they can get infected. It's a thing that I have. Everybody has something, so I have this. Yeah, it was very much swollen, but it's already a lot less at this moment because of the antibiotics. So that's nice. It doesn't hurt anymore. Well, it's still itchy, probably because it was ripped open because the whole skin was like a crust, and one time I walked on it and it just opened, and that way I got some bacteria probably in my feet and it got infected. Yeah, yeah, also at Loy, but also because of my work, I work in a sterilization company, and the components that we sterilize has to go to different stages, and one of those stages is in a room where they gonna get on 45 Celsius temperature by what is it, 85% of humidity. So if you are walking in there for a couple of minutes, it's like a sauna. So you get wet and sweaty. So if you then also work with those special boots, then your feet can get wet. And if I don't do enough maintenance on my feet, let me say it like that, then I can get an infection. It's a weak point of my body. I have it already for all my life. When I was going to school, when I was young, we need to go from school out. We have to go to swimming lessons because here in Holland we have a lot of water, so everybody needs to have swimming lessons. And even then, I already had this problem. I have a couple of times go to the doctor to let them check them out what it is. But the only thing that I can say it is that I have a lot of wet feet, and sometimes if I don't watch out with it, I take good care of my feet. I go to shower a minimum of once a day, and my feet sometimes I wash them 2 or 3 times a day because I know I have this problem with it. And the strange thing is also that it's only on my right feet, never on my left feet. As long as I can remember, I didn't have a problem with my left feet. It's only on my right feet that I have this problem with. And I think I got it maybe when I was young, um, really young. I mean, below less than 10 years of age. And something I get from I don't know where, from maybe from this swimming classes or something like that, and I never get rid of it anymore. And nobody knows what it is, not even a skin specialist. I've also been by a skin specialist. Maybe I was allergic for some things or like that, but there was nothing coming out of those tests. So till now I still don't know what it exactly is, but I know I have a problem with it and I have to be careful with it. And last time that I had it, it was like that it was this much infected that I need antibiotica maybe 10 years ago or something, or even longer. So that it is infected like this, it is a long time ago. I sometimes once a year or so I have it, um, that I have to read, and it's around this time of the year, in the autumn, because then everything is getting more wet, and I do a lot of things in my garden. And if I then take too long in my boots and not change around 3 4 hours fresh socks, then I can get this problem. Yes. So it's my own fault that sometimes I forget to change it enough, that I get this trouble with my free feet. That it is well at that moment it is not swollen, but it's like when you walk a lot of distance, what we have here in Holland, like the Vierdaagse, then you get this blisters on your feet from walking, and it's just something like that. But the normal blisters from walking, they don't infect the rest of your skin. So if I because if I let it lie, those blisters sitting on my feet, it is hurting, it's burning, and Yeah, at this moment I can walk again, but I have to take. I have to be very careful because it was the skin was dried out, and walked on it, and it just cut the whole skin open. So probably because it was through the skin, I probably get infected that way. So, but normally if I only open the blisters, I clean it with alcohol, and sometimes you can't see the whole liquid that comes out of the blisters. So if I then don't clean it enough, then it still can affect different parts of my feet, and then there I get again blisters. So it is very, and that's also something that I don't understand. Only have it on the right feet and not on the left feet, but if I open a blister and clean it with alcohol, I still can get an infection on a different place on my right feet. So that's strange. Oh, I like, well, yeah, this difficult for me because I'm slightly autistic, and I only eat when I'm hungry, and I have to eat because I have to stay alive. But for me, food is not something that I say from, oh yeah, wow, I'm gonna eat this or eat that. No, I'm very easy with my meals. I normally eat 5 of the 7 days I eat the same food, and different with a lot of different vegetables, but it's always potatoes, some meat, and then different kind of vegetables. And then maybe one day and normally Saturdays where I bake my own chips. Ah, you no, don't need to be sorry for that for me, Christina. I have a lot of beneficials about it also. Gil Southern Living, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. So now don't be sorry about my autistic that I have. Sometimes it's even beneficial for me, especially if I can see things. If I see something, I don't forget it. On the other side, there again, if somebody tells me something, I forget it easily. Even after 15 minutes, I already have sometimes, what did you say? I know a lot of people have that sometimes, but I have it the whole time. So it's like I can see the chat here now. I know a lot of that was have been said in the chat, but if that was normally said to me, like in talking, I wouldn't know it later on. So if also whether I have to learn something, I have to see it. If I see it in a movie format or something like that, I don't forget it anymore. But if I have to learn it by a teacher talking about it and without clear pictures or something that I can relate to, I can remember it. So and what I also so it is actually more like if I can't see it, then I don't understand it. It's like with magnetism. You can't see it, but it's there. The whole world is surrounded in it. The whole earth is a big magnetizer ball or electric. You can make it showable by a lamp, but electricity on itself you can't see. I'm not doing pakjesavond, Chloe. Zo, ik ben maar in mijn eentje. Dus ik doe geen pakjesavond. So yeah, what was I saying? I used to be a para-professional at the school, so I have experience with autism. Yeah, my son is also autistic, and my wife, she said that it was a classic autism that he had. don't know what he meant by that. But he still he can't like me because I have a high IQ. Still can compensate a lot of things with my high EQ. And my son has a normal EQ, and he's not gonna be able to live on himself and go to work. Even that is sometimes also for me it is problematic. At this moment, I'm sitting in a real good company, so I have a steady job. I have a fast income, a good income. Oh well, it can always be better, but in Russia, autism doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, maybe they don't know about it enough, or they just say those people are crazy, like they used to do in the hundreds, 200 years here in Europe. Maybe some people don't want to be bothered with it. I don't know. Probably has some kind of how do you say that? Some kind of reason that they don't confirm it. I'm an operator by an sterilization company. So we sterilize products for hospitals on the operation chamber, like the skirts that the doctors and the chirurgs are wearing, and oh, I'm always searching for my English words. Like where the blood goes from and through. So a lot of chirurgical materials. So normally they are used on, but also for laboratories. So if they have to need things that has to be sterilized, they come to us and we sterilize them. Ah, relax. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Nice to have you. So, and it is not rocket science or something that I do, but it's a lot of exceptions because plastic you can't do sterilize the same way as you could sterilize hard materials like metal or those braces that people have in their hips. So they have to be sterilized on a different way. So there are a lot of different ways that we sterilize, a lot of different programs that we run. And one program you can't use for a different product because then it's not sterilized. So yeah, that's the work that I do, and it's satisfying because you're helping people with it. So translate in wuxia, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's a really good job that I have. I do it in 5 shifts, so I'm not used to working in 9 to 5 work hours. So I work 2 early shifts, then I work 2 day shifts, and then I have 2 night shifts, and then I have 4 days vacation weekend. And the good thing from that is also if I take those 6 days vacation, then before it I have 4 days weekend, and after that I have 4 days weekend. So I have in totally 14 days free, and only have to get 6 days free. Ah, I don't any children. My name is Paul. Ja, oké, Eloy. Het is heel leuk weer met jou. Good, yeah, that's the work that I do. At this moment not, because I'm sitting with my feet at home, but now my colleagues have, this is the first night shift, and Saturday to Sunday they have the second night shift. Then we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we have free, 4 days. And then Thursday we have to start with the early shift again. So I hope that I can go back to work that day. So in the time that I go back to work, I was thinking about a couple of days doing the live streams. Chloe, je moet echt eventjes leren schrijven. Maar je kunt het ook in Nederlands doen hoor, geen probleem. No, I never visit Russia. No. I have an ex-wife from Poland. And I've been about 6 or 7 years I've been in Poland also. So I speak a little bit of Polish, but I only speak it. I can't type it in the chat or something like that. And my ex-wife, she can speak Russian. Tylko jedno wyglowi mam. Tylko jedno, alleen één wyglowi mam. Glowi weet ik even niet, maar wat het is. Goedenavond Johnny. Spendong back up. Welcome to my chat. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna speak the most time. I'm gonna speak English because the most people understand English. So all right, Stalingrad. That's I believe south from Russia, somewhere in the south part or in the north part. I'm not sure. I've heard from it, but I'm not sure, quite sure where it is. So we have the whole time plus minus 6 people in the. Oh, gewoon Paul. Nee. Ik weet niet wat dat is. So on Monday I have to go back to my doctor. He wanted to have a look on my feet to see if it is what we can do about this swammer's eczema that I have. So first was an eczema and now it is infected. Thank you. And I'm really bored sitting home the whole day. Don't like to sit and do nothing. I can sit for a couple of hours, yes of course, but only when there's no light anymore. Like now, that's why I'm doing also the live stream. And it's nice to have a couple of you guys in here, so I have somebody to talk to. Is it by you also like a lockdown or not, Christina? Because we don't have nee, jou niet verstaan, ik doe geen Engels. Okay, no problem, Jenny. Whatever you want. No, I also don't understand it. So, that's easy. I'm just trying, you know. Didn't have an English education or something like that. Just trying to speak normal English. Yeah, well, that one I'm gonna delete, you know. I don't have my what do you call it? I don't know anymore. My brain is mush at this moment. Badge TV back up. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. So yeah, just sitting at home, being bored, watching some YouTube, going to some live streams, doing my own live streams. That's about the last 8 days. No, even more, because I got sick in work when I was at work, and it was. I've now taken 8 days those pills, so that was about 10 or 11 days back that I got in sick. Nee, het was alleen maar een. Wie vraagt jou iets? Ah ja. Well, bye bye. So, that's easy. Ik zou het niet weten. Een of andere gek die iets wilt, ik weet het niet. Ik heb daar geen mening over. Iedereen moet zelf weten wat hij met zijn lichaam doet. En er zijn soms mensen die ik zie dat ik zoiets heb van... ben jij wel datgene wat jij werkelijk bent? Behoor jij niet inderdaad een andere gender te hebben? Dus ja, bij sommige mensen kan me er wel iets bij voorstellen als ze dat zouden doen. Maar ik heb er niks over tegen of niks mee. Of ik heb zoiets van, ja, dat moeten ze zelf weten. Ja, Loy, ik weet niet wat hij wilde, maar ik heb hem gewoon geblokkeerd. Dus na de livestream zal ik er wel weer deblokkeren, maar voor nou met dat soort rare taal, laat maar zitten. So yeah, I don't know. Don't have an opinion about it, actually. Good evening, Fortnite Miranda official. Didn't say good evening to you till now, I believe. Ja, ik ga er niet moeilijk over doen, het looi. Maar van die rare dingen, dan weg ermee. Yeah, I just blocked him, so. Oké. Nee, het maakt me ook niet zoveel uit wat hij allemaal doet of niet. Moet hij allemaal zelf weten. So yeah, I hope to go to work again in a couple of days because my feet is a lot better already. Not quite as it should be, but it will be. Hmm. I have a Nissan Note, just a small car for myself. Don't need a big Mercedes or something like that. Here in Holland, yeah, you pay after what the car is weighing. So how bigger or how heavier the car is, desto more that you pay. So just a small light car, and I still get nee, Nissan Note, Note. Kattenbende backup. Nou, kattenbende backup weer. Hallo, goedenavond. It's a small car, but yeah. In my own, what do I need with a big car? You own a Lada. Yeah, that's an old one. They are almost ready for the museum. I don't think they even make them anymore, Lada. Ah, and I'm gonna smoke myself a cigarette, guys. No, no, it wasn't that fortunate that I ever had a Lada. My first car was a Volkswagen Polo. Alright. So it could be, even if it was a good state, it could even be worth something. Yeah, met die Volkswagen Polo also I drove it with it the first day that I bought it. And I go left to a corner and I was standing another car and I just rammed into it. So the other car was that day was getting his yearly control, and they said it was totally damaged. They couldn't do anything with it anymore. So, and there was also a Volkswagen Polo, so that was nice. And I crashed my own car also very good, but with help from a friend of mine, we repaired the car so that it was good again. Because there was no structural damage, only blick damage and the carburetor, not the carburetor, where you cool the engine with. How do you call it? Carburetor is where the benzene goes through, and the other one is the Yeah, for the cooling of the water inside your engine. So that was one was totally broke. I had to get myself an second-hand one on the scratch yard, and then the hood from my car was so much damaged that I needed a new one. No, that's true, Ari. So the most of it I could or make it straight again, or what was not possible to get straight again, I just tried to get something on the scrapyard and paint it over with almost the same color as paint. Well, you could see the difference because it's not easy to get exactly the same color, but I painted it and it was okay for me. I was what was I? Not even 19 years, I believe, when I got my first car. Nee, ken ik niet, Loy, hou ik me ook niet mee bezig. Ik zeg al, ik doe weinig tot niks met algemene dingen in en rondom Nederland. Het enige waar ik me een beetje op hoogte van hou is de coronavirus, maar voor de rest doet het me allemaal weinig. But it's nice to have a couple of you guys in here. Really pleased with that. Thank you very much. Oké. Nee, ik zou het niet weten. Maar dat soort lui ja, die moeten ze inderdaad opsluiten. Zowel de pedo's als de anti-pedo-demonstranten moeten ze gelijk opsluiten. Ik hou daar niet van. I don't know exactly how far they are with the COVID defeating, but they try to put in a couple of restrictions. But it seems like the biggest schrik effect from COVID-19 is over, and it's just crowded in the city. It is overcrowded in the city. It's not possible, even in the city and in shops, to keep a 1.5 meter distance, or because people are just crossing you by like there's nothing going on. Okay, they have those mouth masks on now and things like that, but it's not keeping everything in those masks. So I don't go out much. At this moment I can't, but normally I also don't go out much. So I like to stay at home. I have everything here that I need, and if I don't have it, then I get it, and then I go back again. Yeah, mouth mask we have to wear. When was it? 2 days ago it was obligated. Ik heb hem niet meer gezien, het looi. Tenminste, niet dat ik me kan... Ja, misschien gisteren eventjes. Maar weet ik niet meer zeker. Oh yeah, that could be. It's not for me. So, oh, we're almost in the live stream 1 hour. Didn't even look at the time, so this flies by. That's nice. So yeah, I only go to the city or to yeah, probably because she already opens the door. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they have to go in jail for something like that, but I would more only the normal think that they would be in quarantine over here. Can put them in jail. Okay, that's very drastic. Nee, ik kan niet naar buiten toe. Ik moet echt rust houden met die voet. Maar misschien dat ik nog wel morgen en overmorgen ook nog livestreams doe. Going Green Mom, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. How are you tonight? Or today? So, you're at Central or at Eastern time? I'm not sure. Because then it's afternoon for you. Nee, doe ik ook allemaal niet, het looi. Davina Vlogs, hello, how are you? Nice for you to drop in. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, well, I'm not doing much because I'm sitting the whole time at home with my feet. So, no, I don't gamble, not even with staatsloterij or something like that. I don't do any gambling. Don't like it. The chance that you are winning is too small for me. Rather save my money and buy something that I like. Yeah, so we have a couple of Dutch guys in the chat also going Green Mom. Ari Lex is a Dutch guy and Loïc Cartel is a Dutch person and Christina is from Russia. And Fina Vlog, I'm not sure. I believe she's from America, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, and you're also from America, of course. So that's nice. But I'm 1 hour and 1 minute also in the live stream. Not sure how long I'm gonna do the live stream. It's Friday today, so I know at 12 o'clock. Well, normally Gemini Homestead is going live. So that moment I'm sowieso gonna close my live stream and go to their live stream. So until that time, maybe Jackie is gonna come online around 10 or 11 o'clock, and I would go to would like to go to that live stream also. She's always very supportive to me, so that would be nice. Yeah, and because I'm just sick at home, I can't do much more than going to live streams, looking to some vlogs from everybody on YouTube. Maybe meet Jackie later on, but normally she comes on a live stream on Fridays. But I know she's been moving from one house to another, so maybe she's not able to do the live stream today. Oh, no problem, going green, mom. No problem. But I know that she's moving from one house to the second house. She said in different houses at this moment, so I'm not sure if she's going on the live stream at this moment, because it can be that she's still fixing up their home, their new home. So, but I hope she's gonna be maybe on my live stream today if she's not gonna do their own live stream, because you can only work so much a day and then it's over. Then you are your battery is empty, and then you have to rest. And maybe she comes to my live stream. I'm not sure. We have to wait and see. So yeah, my feet is getting better. I had an infection, bacterial infection on my feet, and I got antibiotics. Now in at the 8 day from 10 days that I have to take them, 4 pills at a day, but it's already getting better. I hope by Monday, Tuesday, I hope that it's good enough so I can go back to work Thursday. So at this moment I'm sitting sick at home from work also. And because it's my foot, I can't walk on it. My doctor also told me that I have to take rest with my feet, and I don't try to less possible as I can walk on it. So that's what I'm doing the last 8 days, but it's getting boring. It's really getting boring. I'm not used to sitting and doing nothing. A couple of hours sitting and looking some vlogs and live streams and things like that, that's okay on a day, but not a whole day, because then it's getting crazy. And it's nice to see a lot of you guys, of course, yes. But it's not that I say from, oh wow. I'd rather be busy on the daytime, and then in the evening, especially now it is around 5:30, it's dark over here in Holland. And after 8 o'clock the lights getting kicked in again. So it's a long time it is dark already, and it's even getting longer time dark, around till 5 o'clock in the darkest night, I believe, till around 8:30 in the morning. So it's a long time that it is dark. Yeah, my feet is really important to me, yes. For everybody it is. Yeah, well, I did myself a couple of days in a short vlog. I just had a drone footage that I had. It was about 6 minutes or something like that, and had something for well, the most crazy ideas, getting a lot of views. Let me be crazy and just try to with Power Director editing program make it from 6 minutes to 1 minute or less, 58 minutes it is, I believe now at this moment, but it doesn't take off. That would be nice if we would fly away and take off. Still have to get myself a lot of watching hours to get monetized. Oh, my coffee is all empty, so gonna get myself a cup of coffee in a minute or so. But yeah, that would be nice if one of my vlogs would take off, so I can get my my monetization. And even a couple of extra subscribers, that would be also nice. And I hope there gonna come some more homesteading channels in the chat. Sometimes I had one time I believe I had about 10 homesteading channels in the chat, so that was nice. But I was sitting on a different computer and I was doing some reviews like Daryl and Sherry do. And that's yeah, that's interesting for a lot of people, I noticed. So yeah. And it's nice to do. But then I needed, because I'm sitting here on my bedroom at this moment, and at that moment I really need a normal bureau and a good chair to sit on for a long time. Lol, I'm doing a series of self-care ideas, literally less than 10 seconds each. I've had 2 hits this short self, but only maybe 150 views in 2 or 3 days. Oh, well, 150 views in 2 or 3 days, I'm not gonna get that. That would be already a lot. 150 views. I have a couple of videos that are going higher than 100 views, but there are vlogs that are a couple of months old, so. Well, I'm also not a big channel. I only have 1425 or something like that. Around that subscribers, so. Yeah, well, I can't do much else at this moment. Oh yeah, I did one time I did a 12-hour live stream from the morning. But then when did I start it? Around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, till in the evening 10, 11 o'clock. But a couple of times you can't see it in my uploads, because a couple of times my connection was disconnected. So it's a couple of live streams together that makes the whole 12 hours. Well, I don't believe it was exactly 12 hours, 11 hours and a half or something like that, but close to 12 hours. Yeah, it should be, but yeah, my analytics is strange, because if I look at the watch hours that I get for my vlogs, and if I can see the hours that I need to get monetized, they are not the same. Because I had for about 3 months, I had something about 10,000 watch hours a month, or in 28 days, because my analytics I have standing on 28 days. And then you can see what you did for the last 28 days on your analytics. If I then watch to the watch hours that YouTube said that you have gathered the last 365 days to get monetized, then it doesn't go up. So I don't understand it. It stays about 2623, something like that, even less. Sometimes it goes a couple of hours up and then it goes down again, because yeah, I'm now doing this more than a year. So the hours that I make yesterday don't count for the last 365 days. So I still need 1400 watch hours, but it's difficult to get. Only the small ones, for less than 5 minutes or so, I make them private I didn't unlist them or delete them. Hello Jenny, nice for you to be here. Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. So no, I didn't do much deleting or something like that. But I don't know. If I look at the hours that I get, even with the live stream that I did yesterday, it was 1.5 hours. In total, I get 5 hours of watching time. And I don't see them back on my analytics that my watch hours has gone up 5 hours. So that's crazy. I don't know what it is. I already thought that I would be monetized at this moment, especially that I have done about 3 months, about 1,000 watch hours in 3 months of every month, the last 3 months. And I don't see much incline from the watch hours on my getting monetized page, so that's strange. Yeah, that's all really odd to me too. I don't know what it is. And also from what was it, a month, 1.5 months ago, YouTube did a purge on subscribers. I didn't lose much, I must say that, but at this moment it also don't seem to go up. I lose some, I get some, I lose some, I get some, but the last, since that purge I was on going to 1,500 subscribers, and then I lost a couple of tens of people, and now I'm sitting already for 3-4 weeks around 14, between 1420, 1410 and 1430. So it seems that I keep sticking by that number, 1410 and 1430. So between that it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's crazy, I don't know what it is. But it's not the main reason why I started my channel. So I just wanted to, like I saw some people that they say they're doing it for the children or the grandchildren, so they could see you in real life how you were. David Outdoor 74, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Oh yeah guys, and if you didn't do it, then please put a thumbs up for me. Would help my channel quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is going green on. But YouTube, I hope doing the right thing. That's the only thing that I can hope for. We just did a live with Lucretia from Burning Up the Rose. Oh yeah. And found out she had been putting her live to private to update tags after. She was almost doubled. She has almost doubled watch hours in a couple of weeks just. Yeah, but then she's doing a lot of those live streams. Well, I've been sick at home for a couple of days now, David, because I have an infection, bacterial infection on my right feet, and the doctor said that I have to keep rest with it, and I get antibiotics. Still have to go 2 more days with the antibiotics, and then Monday I have to go back to my doctor because he wanted to see after the antibiotic how it was. So still have to wait and have to take some rest the last 2 days, and then hopefully Monday I can do some things again. It was very swollen, but the swelling is gone now, so that's already good. I can see the difference in my feet already, but still it's not 100% good, so I still have to wait a couple of more days. No, I'm not back at work. No, I'm sitting home at this moment, but my work is still paying my salary. So that's a good thing. Till up, even if I would stay home sick for a year, they still pay me the whole year. That's because I have a steady contract. Like if I do normally my work and don't do much wrong at this work, I could stay at this work till my pension. And they are satisfied with the work that I do. So, and I like it. Sometimes it's I like to have the whole time new challenges. And slowly I noticed that the challenges are almost gone because I know almost everything, and I do it almost without thinking the work. And I really like to try to mm, get further in life, and not standing the whole time on the same place. And that's with my work also. No, I didn't, David. I'm not monetized yet. I was just talking about it with Going Green Mom, and she also had something from, hey, why are you still not monetized? Yeah, I don't know. If I look at my analytics, and then I look at the last 28 days, then I can see how many watch hours I get for a day, but it doesn't is the same but I look on the monetized page. So that's really strange. I don't know what that is. If I look at what my analytics telling me, then I would be already should be already be monetized. But the page from the monetization where you can see how many watch hours you have till that moment, it's around 2600, between 2610 and 2630. And I have my analytics always standing on the last 28 days to see what my vlogs and everything are doing. And there was 3 months long. It was around 1000 watch hours every 28 days for 3 months long. So I'm not sure why those yeah, actually 3000 watch hours are not in my monetization tab. Stephanie VDW, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. I'm gonna give you a range also. Oh yeah, and guys, if you want, you can put some links in the channel, so if people want to check your channel out, you can do so, but do it in a moderate way. Every 5 or 10 minutes, depending how snel the chat is going. If you still see your channel link in the chat, then don't put it in the chat, so that it doesn't look like spam. But you are free to put your channel link in the chat, so anybody can check you out, no problem. I've been very busy, Jenny, so that's why I am not so much on the live streams anymore. And normally I do the live streams outside because I like to be outside in my garden. But yeah, it's wet, rainy and cold, and so it's not a real nice time to sit outside at this moment. Going Green Mom, nice. So everybody who wants to check out Going Green Mom just can click on that link and maybe become friends or maybe even family. That would be nice. Let's build a community. Yeah, the 300, you mean in the analytics or in the monetization tab, Going Green Mom? Because I have my analytics open here, I believe. No, no, I don't have it open here at this moment. Ah, that's not a problem. Let's go to YouTube Studio. I put my analytics on 365 days. It says 2.6k watching time, and I have, if I look at my the other one is also 2614 at this moment, so that's correct for the last 365 days. But what I don't understand, because normally I look at my 28 days, and then it was up my watching hours for those 28 days, around 1000 watch hours in 28 days, and that was for around 3 months. So it was 3 months, 1000 watch hours, and I don't see them back at my monetization page. So Grace Andrews, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. Stephanie, you are from Holland? Then I have even more Dutch people in than I thought of. No, that were watch hours, yes. Not minutes. No, then it should be much more, because then I would have to do the 2600 times 60. So yeah, I see that when it is minutes, I see also that it is minutes, but if it is going up more than an hour, then it changed to 1 hour point something. So I can see when it is an hour or more, because then it's standing at 1 point and how many minutes you have all left. So but yeah, I think it should be correct, but it's just strange that I'm not going up at this moment. Yes, I know, going green mom. I even had one day that I had about 25 people for about 2 or 3 hours. So, and I've never been for one day above 100 hours. I'm okay, except for my feet. It's infected. I have a bacterial infection in my feet, and have get antibiotics from my doctor. And it's getting already better now. Monday I have to go back to my doctor to see if how everything is going with my feet. So nog vliegen vangen mee? Not quite sure what you mean with that, Jenny. Nice that you check each other out, people. That's really nice. But for the rest, yeah, except for my feet, which is quite good healing. Um, okay, Stephanie. So it's good healing, but I still feel it itchy. So, and that's a sign of healing, itchy feelings. Yeah, I'm only bored because I can't do much at this moment. Making key lime pie. That's nice, going Grandma. Thank you for being here. Maybe I'll see you back in a minute. Okay. You've not found one who ticks yet? Okay. Not quite sure what you mean by that. Okay, Concrete Ma'am, thank you for staying here on the back. I will talk to you later. Yeah, I wanted to get myself also a cup of coffee in a minute because I'm out of coffee. Oh, you said I have not found which one ticket yet. I just said that I didn't know what you actually mean with it. You have not found which one ticks yet. I probably have missed something. I'm not sure what. Let me see if I can find it back. Yeah, you are still in this experimental stage. Oh, you mean with the videos? Yeah, is my sound low or not? Or is it only when I talk a little bit less loud that it is not good, not enough noise? Or you can hear me okay over here. It's loud enough. Well, I can't put it louder. OBS that is on 100%. So that's not something I can do at this moment. Otherwise, maybe I should have to go and buy myself an external mic or something. But I don't have that as this. Well, yeah, I have. Alright, Stephanie is laughing her butt off. Well, guys, I'm gonna go get myself a small cup of coffee. I'll be back with you in 2 minutes or so. I have to go totally down, so I'll be right back with you. am back. Just got myself a cup of coffee. Yeah, well, we had Grace Andrews, we had a Russian person in the chat. Not sure if she's still here or not. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, thank you. And probably at the background we have a couple of Dutch guys in the chat. Ah, oh, that's nice. Nice warm cup of coffee. Oh, damn. Damn. I have to go back down again. Damn. I don't have any papers anymore for my to make a cigarette. Alex Queen family, hello, how are you? Ook al Nederlands. Well, I'm gonna stay in English. So everybody can understand me. And I believe that most people are Dutch in the chat at this moment. Except for Grace Andrews. And Going Green Mom, she's at the background. I don't know if she can hear me because she was cooking something in the kitchen, I heard her saying. So yeah, damn, has to go downstairs one more time. No, that's also true, Stephanie. And I had something from, I don't want to keep it only in my own country, you know. The world is big enough for everybody, so I want to keep it in English. So I'm just gonna go downstairs again one more time, because I don't have any papers more to make a cigarette. And I don't have it lying up here, I believe. No. No, I have it downstairs. One moment, guys. So, I'm back. Sorry guys. No, I don't do a pipe. Don't like that. Simply Southern Roots, hello, how are you? Yes, Jenny, Christina from Russia. Probably is not from Russia, but from Holland, but she says it's from Russia, and who am I to say she's not? So I just went downstairs to get myself a new paper for making cigarettes. So that was 4 times going up and down the chair. 2 chairs. So yeah, thanks everybody for being in the chat, and oh yeah, and if you didn't put a thumbs up, then please put a thumbs up for me. Would help my channel a great lot. Yeah, I also thought that going green mom. Well, we still have 7 people in the chat, so yeah, I'm really getting bored at this moment. I really hope that my feed is good in 2 days or something like that, so I can start doing something and not sitting only. Alex, oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Alex, for sharing me out. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it would be nice if there would come more people in the chat. Well, the maximum was about 11, something like that, at one time, so that was nice. Are you watching a movie, Christina? Ah, that's nice. Well, which kind of movie are you watching now? Ah, that's nice. Going green, mom. That is going that fast. So you don't have to wait a long time before you could eat it. Creed 2. Creed 2. Oh. That's a little bit ringing a bell, but I'm not quite sure. I think I've seen that one, but I'm not sure anymore who it is. Got the bandit back up. Hello, how are you? I don't think I have ever eaten a key lime pie. I'm not sure if they make it here in Holland. Probably, but so it's already gone before this chilled. Ah, that's what it is for. You can let it stand for a couple of days in your fridge or something, but that's doing nobody good. Are you going in Amsterdam working? And what you gonna do for work? Ah, that's good. Going green, mom. Did you have the best recipe? Yeah, okay, in the center city, but what you gonna do? Administration or logistics or lawyer or something like that? I'm not sure what you mean. What kind of work you gonna do? I mean, yeah, I've been 2 or 3 times in Amsterdam, but not that much. Okay, so you don't know what profession you gonna do. Close to the train station. Okay. Ah, that's nice that a friend helped you with the job, Christina. That's really nice of her, him or her. Yeah, I hear also it is crazy in the hotels. Well, the hotels here in Holland are still open. Only their kitchen may not be open, I believe, or may be open at this moment. Not sure because it changed the rules so many times. I almost get lost of track. I'm in Holland, Stephanie, and Amsterdam is the main capital of Holland, and it's about a 2 hour drive for me, something like that, two and a half. But I'm not in Amsterdam itself. I live in Venlo, and that's in a small city close to the border with Germany. So I also speak German, and I learned to speak German when I went on vacation with my parents because my father loved the mountains, and we don't have mountains or hills here in Holland. Holland is actually very flat. Oh, Venlo. I'm living in Venlo where I'm now. I am not 100% off the grid at this moment, but there's something I want to work to. But there's something I would like to have. No, no, Amsterdam is in Holland, not in Germany. The capital of Germany at this moment is Berlin, and it was Bonn. So before East and West Germany got together, it was Bonn, and now it is Berlin. I always cook my own food every day, simply Southern roots, but I just try to keep it as easy as possible. Yes, Venlo, Stephanie. Yes, Limburg. Oh, I don't need to make the cat wise at that, Jenny. That's just the truth. But you don't need to believe that. It's enough that I know the truth. Yes, except for China, I believe we have the most bikes in the world. Maybe if you look at how many bikes we have a square meter, then we have the most of the world. But yeah, China is a little bit bigger, so they have more bikes over there. Yeah, well, I made when was it? 6 weeks ago, something like that. I made some wine that I do myself, and it is now standing behind me on the second room that I have here under my roof, and it is bubbling and fermenting at this moment very nicely. I hear it the whole time going bloop, 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 bloop. So, and there's a good sound for my ears. So I insulated the 30 gallons of wine. I insulated it with a carpet, with a blanket around it, so it stays the whole time around 22, 23 degrees for the fermenting process. And I have to that this stage has to be 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And after 3-4 months I have to go to the second stage from the fermenting process. So I still have to wait about 1.5 to 2.5 months before I can go to the second stage. But last weekend I drank wine that I made myself, and it was from 2009, and it was really, really, really good. Have we made a video making a fire ring? So we learn to cook over fire in cast iron. Oh yeah, cast iron is a good thing. Especially when you treat them good, stays a lifetime, they stay good. And then you have the Dutch ovens, you also have. So yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it, but I'm thinking about it, to get myself an old uh, cooking stove for in the kitchen. That would be nice. And then it also can heat the living room, because I have a fireplace in my living room, but it is not big enough. It doesn't have enough kilowatt hours to heat the whole house. So it can stay the house on one temperature if I get it to 21 degrees, something like that. And I can keep it that temperature with this heating that I have, but I can't get it up. So if I want to go from 17 or 18 degrees in the morning till 20 in the day, then I really have to use the central heating system also. Princess Lilian Gardens, hello, how are you? Nice for you to be here. Love to have you here. And Grace Andrew, I gonna do winter gardening. I have to make my garden ready for the upcoming year, because I wanted to do a lot of vegetables this year, planting in my garden, but my garden was not ready for it, and it took me more time than I have anticipated to get my garden ready for vegetables. I tried to do some tomatoes this year, but it was not really much. So I cut some tomatoes from those tomato plants, so but the ground is because it is lying between bricks. There was not gonna come any much water in the ground, so the ground is not really fertile at this moment. So first I have to take some sand out of the garden and put some fertilized ground in it before I can do really tomatoes and lettuce and whatever you want to put inside of your garden from vegetables. Yes, Stephanie, I have a Mavic. No, not the Air. Yeah, Mavic Air Pro, but the Mavic Air 2 Zoom. I have it now for 4 or 5 months or something like that, and I already made money with it because I sold the video to some guy that wanted it for his work that he has done for somebody else, so he could show what they have done and things like that. So I made a couple of small vlogs for this guy, and he paid me for the video of it. So the I 1/4 of the total amount of costs I already have cut out of that with the selling of that video. So that was nice. No, I don't get much snow here, simply southern roots. When I was young, living with my parents, we had a couple of weeks we had really cold and even getting some snow, but the last 10 years or something like that, we don't have much anymore at all. Maybe even last 20 years. And then I'm living in the center, so normally they want to keep the roads free from snow, so there's not going to be much accident. So they put a lot of salt on the snow so that it will get unfreezed and will get water, and so we can normally drive in the city. But then the snow that they put to the side, if it is a lot, it is getting dirty very fast. So it's not a nice sight of all those black snow to the side of the road. Yeah, garlic I should put in the ground around this time, I believe, or maybe even one more month ago. So probably I'm too late with that. And there was something else that also could go into the garden at this moment. The onions or so. I'm not sure. And asperges has to go in the ground this month if you're gonna do asperges. But I don't like asperges. Well, because asperges is gonna be going out of the ground in spring and summer, so they have to, or maybe they even already have to go into the ground. I'm not sure, but it's like with the garlic, they have to go in the autumn. They have to go into the ground. So when the winter time starts, I'm not sure quite. Was it this month or last month already that the winter time started? I believe this month, 23 or something like this. December 23, the winter is starting. What you could see on the calendar. I was basically in between the lake effect and the system snow. I think we've only gotten a couple inches of far this season, or inches so far this season. Well, snow is not bad, but here in the center of the city, especially with all the cars driving, The snow is getting dirty quite fast. So then it's not a nice sight anymore. It's black, almost grey till blackish. Oh yeah, Grace Andrew. Better late than never. That's true. And that's my problem also. I'm sitting home. I could do a lot of things sitting home, but I can't do much. Or I can't walk, you know, because of my bad feet at this moment. And I hope Monday it will be so good again that I can walk a couple of 100 meters again. Yeah, but the weather is so strange. Simply Southern Roots, because I even saw snow in Italy, and that was a month ago or something like that. I have something from what? And here we had about 20 degrees Celsius, so that is about 70 or something, 65, 70 Fahrenheit. So nice temperature, and in Italy it was snowing. Not long, because when it hit the ground, it was going to get water, but the air was that cold that it was snowing over there. Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I may think myself that also the people in the chat are very good people. Oh yeah, is that true? By moonrise? So when it is going from half moon till full moon, then it would be good to plant garlic. No, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for the compliment. Well, and yesterday I didn't have so many people in the chat, so I see that every day that I'm doing it, it's gonna be more. So that's nice. Yesterday I had a maximum of 6 or 7, and today I have a maximum of 11, 9, no 9 people. So, hey, Browser Homestead, hello, how are you? Nice for you to drop in. Gonna give you a range too, so you can drop moderately your link in the chat for your channel, so that if somebody wants to check your channel out, you can do so. Oh yeah, the full moon Monday. Okay, so you are now going to a smaller moon. Yeah, and please, guys, drop your channel link in the chat. Somebody who wants to check your channel out and want to connect to you, become friends, or maybe even family, then they can do so. Oh, Princess Lillian Gardens. You don't have a range, I see. Let me give you a range also. Okay, you also now have a range, so you can drop your channel link in the chat. So if somebody wants to check you out, they can do. That's the spirit, Brett. And Princess Lillian Gardens is a channel that is not so long, no, and creator what I've seen on her channel. So let's go and support her, everybody. Thank you, Grace Andrews. Thank you. Yeah, I hope my feet will be going, will be better in 2 or 3 days, or as good as better as that I can walk on it again. Because now already sitting 8 days, really sitting only, and it is really, really boring. And you know what it is, if you would have fever or something like that, you don't feel good, you go as much sleep as what you have. But today I already slept for 12 hours, and probably can go to sleep for the next 12 hours or something like that. Good evening, Atloy. Good evening, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yes, Atloy, I'm still sick. So for the people who are in the chat, Atloy is from my country, somewhere in my country. So he's also from Holland. So yeah, I had something from, well, I can't do much exactly except for sitting. So why don't do I go do my live stream? And normally I do a live stream before Gemini Homestead. And I'm not sure if they're gonna be live today because they also were in moving from one place to another place. They bought a place, I believe. So I don't know if that Gemini Homestead will be live tonight because that's in half hour already. Oh wow. 45 minutes. They're gonna go live. I want to be on their live stream also, if they go live. And Brett, I heard yesterday on your live stream that you also were sick at home because of operation of your hernia. Did I hear that correctly? Yeah, you had a nice live stream yesterday. A lot of people and nice to see all those people there. Okay. Yeah, well, I also had a hernia operation about 12, 13 years ago or so. But I didn't have much pain after the operation, so I don't know if you have after narcosis you had a lot of pain because of the cutting and whatever they did. Yeah, I had also to do physical therapy because they didn't want my muscles to get stuck to the Okay, this is so technical English that I really have to think how I'm gonna explain this. And that's my problem. I can speak English in normal way, but if it's gonna be too technical or too specific, um, then it's gonna be difficult for me. Weekend Chickens Homestead, hello, how are you? Nice for you to drop in, thank you very much. And I already have 13 likes, guys. Thank you very much for all those likes. That's nice. So yeah, I'm now actually in my regular weekly live stream that I normally do on the Friday around this time, from 11 till 12, before Gemini Homestead goes live. But I'm not sure if they're gonna go live to know. Somebody knows if Gemini Homestead is going live today? And I really do hope that we can get this virus contained very fast, so I can go next year to all the meetups. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to think about for yourself what it means to be prepared for whatever can could happen in this world. You never know. The Tinker's Wife, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you very much. Yeah, and the homestead community and let's say the preppers community, I don't think they are that much different. The prepsteaders community is only putting more focus on the prepping, and the homestead community I think is more putting the point to take care of yourself with food and things doing to yourself. So I don't think there's much difference between it. There is probably some difference between it, that's true. Massacre TV, hello, how are you? Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank everybody for their thumbs up. And if you didn't do it, then please put the thumbs up for me. It helps my channel a great lot. Nice to see all those people in the chat. I see a lot of ranches at this moment. That's nice. Yeah, and growing green mom just made a pie. So how's the pie going green mom? Is it already ready or not? Or is it already eaten maybe? Could be. And Tinker's Wife, if you want to, and MSQ TV also, if you want to put your channel link in the chat, please do so. No problem at all. And Grace Andrew, I'm gonna give you also a range, so you can put your channel link in the chat. So if somebody wants to check your channel or you out because they like your name or whatever kind of reason, they can do so. It's super yummy. Oh, that's nice going green, mom. So it's almost gone. 2/3 already is gone. Yeah, and because I'm sick at home at this moment because of my feet, I'm gonna do a live stream every day. A couple of hours probably. Now I'm already at 2 hours and 16 minutes. Spaghetti sometimes is also good. That's the way Tinker's Wife. So people, if you're not connected to the Tinker's Wife, then please go over there. It's a really nice person with nice videos. So please check her channel out if you didn't do that. Let's connect and grow. Let's grow this community. That would be nice. One big community. And if I see like Justin Rhodes has more than 600,000 subscribers at this moment, that would be great if a lot of our small YouTube channels here in this community also could grow like that and be more self-sufficient, also with earning some money with YouTube. Or maybe you should start a channel, Grace Andrews. Why not? You probably have some knowable stuff that other people can learn from you. But that's what I think. It's a nice thing for this community. We can learn from each other, you know. And we learn from our mistakes, learn from our joys, our winnings. No, not winnings. How do you say that? From the good things that we get in life. Going green now. You didn't vlog the making of the pie? That would be also nice. And also with a lot of the cooking that we see here on YouTube. If you want to try something else, you could watch it on somebody else's live and so from, okay, yeah, that's also doable with it. So you can get more variety in your in what you eat. And that's what I also look a lot of vlogs from different channels to learn something new. Even though I'm not a good cook. But yeah, that's nice, you know. But I have to go to the toilet, guys, so I'll be back in a minute. Hope you everybody gonna stay here. But I really, after almost 2.5 hours, I really have to go to the toilet at one time. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, and I was thinking that maybe my cat would come with me to my room, but she's not coming. So that's too bad. Yeah, and maybe I'm gonna do an renovation from this bedroom that I'm sitting now, because the last time that I painted it or something like that, it was a couple of years ago. So I really need to do something on this room again, paint it and things like that. but I have to see when I have time for it. Um, I thought cats were always pirates, Comb Cream Mum. And mine is attacking me when I'm walking. So when he's playful and I walk aside from him, then he just attacks my feet. And just he wants to be playful, you know. He's now 6 months because a year ago I lost my last cat, and because I still want to do chickens here in my garden, I needed to have a new cat for mouse, so they don't eat all the food for the chickens. Oh, I'm not sure why, because I didn't make any changes here at this my site. Echoes? I don't know. Does it echo, guys? Because yeah, I'm using the mic from the laptop myself, so please tell me if it is not that good. 17 pounds, so that's about 3 kilos or something like that, if I'm not if I'm correct. Ah, okay, maybe I was not talking enough to my mic again. Well, I have this Monica, it is called, I believe, the brand. It's a mic that you put like those people do on television. They put it here on your somewhere here, and then they go with a wire to a transmitter, and you have a receiver on your laptop somewhere, and they transmit and receive everything better. I could try to use that tomorrow. Maybe then the sound will be better, because I don't think the sound from the laptop is very good. So can try to do that tomorrow. But for now it's almost 12 o'clock. Oh no, not yet, not yet. So yeah, oh yeah, Leverly mic, yes. And then the branch from the transmitter and the receiver, it was from Monica Boom X2 I have. So I have two Leverly mic for sending. So if you do an reportage or something like that, you can have two persons with a mic, and then one receiver for that mic. I have a vlog in my playlist about it, but from the unpackaging. But I still didn't do a test with that. Still have to do that. But yeah, because of my bad feet at this moment, I can't do a distant test at this moment. So to see how far I can go away from it before it lose connection. I could do a test inside of my house here. I'm making a vlog of that test. I could that do maybe tomorrow. So it's gonna be in two parts. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna test my that Monica transmitter and receiver tomorrow here in my house to see from where to where I can go and walk and still have a good connection, and still everything is hearable. So that's a one vlog that I have to do. And then the wine that I made a couple of weeks ago, there's gonna be more vlogs of them, because the wine is made in 2 or 3 stages before it is really ready. And probably next year it will be totally ready. So it's gonna take about 1 year to make that sweet wine that I will make. Well, wine, it is made with a lot of sugar and some wine yeast. So I don't know if you really can call it a wine, but with a lot of sugar like that, I would more like see it like a liquor, like you have for Baileys or something like that. Baileys and Scotch, or because it is made with drapes, but not only with drape yeast. There's a lot of sugar in it, so it is really sweet. Because I don't like to drink alcohol which is bitter. Like the most beers that you have, the most are bitter for my taste. I don't like that. Even my coffee, it is not bitter because of the amount of sugar that I put in. So there's quite a lot of sugar in my coffee, because if I don't put enough sugar in my coffee, I don't like it. It's too bitter for my taste. So I put a lot of sugar in it. So yeah, and I want also to get myself a second screen for this laptop that I have here, so that if I'm sitting here on my bedroom, I can do some reviews like To Family is doing, something like that. But then my own idea of reviewing channels. So that's then I have something also to do. I don't need to do the whole time that, but yeah, you could say it like that. It's more sugar than coffee almost. No, then it's not that bad, but I like to taste a little bit of sweetness in my coffee and not bitter. Ah, okay, that's nice to think of, wife. And tomorrow I'm gonna try to use the micro, the extra the leveler. And if that is really helping, maybe I can buy a small microphone or something like that. Well, I still have a normal mic that I use for my DSLR, but it's a big thing there, so I don't use it for my Canon that I have at this moment. So I wanted to have something small because the other one that I have is actually very big and makes the camera very heavy. So then it's not nice to walk around with it. So, but maybe I can use it over here. I have to do. I'm gonna do some tests tomorrow with different mics. I have the Levlar mic, then I have, and I have. It's not a Rode. It's from different branch, but it's for DSLR normally. Yeah, that's my idea. Also, Grace Andrews supporting all the channels as much as I can. Hope they do the same to me also, of course. But yeah, maybe I should be getting a little bit more connected to people by Facebook and things like that. But I'm not a really a Facebook person. Twitter, totally not. So the only thing except for YouTube is then Facebook that I have. And I sometimes put stuff on my Facebook, but not much. If somebody is going live, then I will put it on my Facebook if I don't forget it, that they are live at this moment. So the most things that I have standing on my lifeline at this moment are from other people who doing lives, or when people making a nice vlog or something like that. So just to try to support everybody. And I still have to build my garden rooftop um, greenery. I had hope I could do it this year, but I had to do much other stuff first before I can start with that. Oh yeah, somebody is doing with Twitter, somebody is doing with Facebook, other doing it with uh, Tweet, believe it's called or something like that. Yeah, and now TikTok is coming up, so a lot of people also doing TikTok stuff, and that's why YouTube also do the shorts because they want to have an opponent for the TikTok. That's why I believe YouTube started with the shorts. And the shorts are good for getting new subscribers, but not really good for getting watch hours. Or you have to go viral, but yeah, if a video, even if it is a little bit less than a minute, goes viral, it's always good for your channel. And everybody is waiting for the day that one of their videos goes viral. Yeah, oh yeah, Instagram is also one of those sites. And then I heard Daryl from Two Family Homestead talking last time, a couple of times about Zoom. That's also something new. I installed it on my base computer, but I don't have it installed on the laptop, so I'm not familiar with Zoom. It should be a combination from Skype and Facebook and Twitter all together and OBS or something like that. How to Garden, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. It's getting more and more people in the chat. That's nice. Oh yeah, and people, if you didn't put up your thumbs for me, then please put up your thumbs for me. It would help my channel quite a bit. I'm just looking at my bottom screen now. No, I don't have Zoom installed on this laptop, so first I'm gonna try it out on this base computer that I have downstairs in the living room. How to Garden, you can put also your channel link in the chat. If somebody wants to check your channel out, and they can do so by clicking on your channel link. So you'll be free to do that, but do it moderately. Don't spam the chat with it. But I don't believe anybody would do that here who's in the chat at this moment. So, and I also watch for who I give range to. If I don't know the people, I don't give it that easily. But after a while, if I see the good people, then I give them a range. And in the meantime, I'm also trying to keep up with the chat, so that I don't miss anybody comments or something like that. While going Green Mom, doing an interview with Grace, that would mean that I have to fly, and that's not possible at this moment. There are only, for Holland, we only can fly freely. That means there's still a yellow flag from the corona, so it's not red, but we can go to the Canarische Eilanden. And that's all we can go at this moment. The rest is, yeah, well, forbidden. Well, America sowieso closes the borders for people from outside the country. So I can't fly to America, so that's too bad. Maybe next year. We have to see how it is going with this, how is it called? this injection that they wanna gonna give everybody against the COVID. I hope it's gonna help, so we can go back to a kind of normal life that we used to know a year ago. Ja, schoolgardens are a great idea. Great idea. Well, I had when I was on the basic school, we had a small garden at school where we grow stuff and things like that. But it was only 4 years or something like that. It was more like getting to know what that kind of being a farmer maybe. Well, my father is from farmer's family. So my grandmother had a big farm, but after the World War, they had to sell all their land to the city because they want to expand the living space from the city. So the city was growing, and so my grandmother sold all the land to the city, and she was not getting rich from it because the city didn't want to pay that greatly. So that's too bad. Oh, that's nice going green, mom. Even a science room. Oh, okay. No, it was not in the science room. It was just a small meter by a meter or something like that. So a meter that is 3 feet, a little bit more than 3 feet by 3 feet. That every person had that was on that school. And we did some small things that we put in the ground over there. I'm not even remember what it was. So I guess it was some small things that they put in the ground, but I don't know even I don't even know anymore what it was. So don't ask me what I did. But yeah, my father, when I was young and I lived by my parents, they had a small garden at the back of the house, and that I had something from, hey, yeah, well, I can do that here also. It's not as big as what my parents had, but it's, yeah, I can do some over here. Yeah, that's also possible, Grace. I'm not sure what you had in mind, but yeah, you could contact to Family Homestead and tell them. Maybe they are in for that for on a Monday or something, for example. I think it is possible for Daryl to get two people in with Skype on their Monday Live. I've been on the Monday Live a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks, I believe, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was on the Monday Live. So, and I'm not sure when they have an open space again because I think they next 2 or 3 months they are sitting full. Maybe even longer. I'm not sure. Because when I asked them to go be on the live on a Monday, they said they were fully booked for 4 to 7 months or something like that. And I did that in May, and then in last month I was on the live stream, so a couple of months later. Well, that's not a problem. I'm not sure how full they booked at this moment for the Monday Live, so you have to go to ask them, Grace Andrews, if you would like to do that. But it's not gonna be a real interview or something like that, but just a normal get around, having fun with everybody. And maybe we can go together on with Skype or by Zoom to Family Homestead. I just wrote them an email, I believe. Or first I asked them in the chat if I could be on one of their live streams on a Monday. So you can ask Grace Andrews, no problem. I'll be happy to anticipate. Would be nice, but probably they have a waiting list for 2 or 3 months, maybe even longer. I'm not sure how many they have. They didn't tell me that, but normally they have a waiting list for a month or 2, 3. So many people wants to go on the live on the Monday. Yeah, a lot of school kids don't have those gardens now. Yeah, that's true, Grace. I'm totally agreeing with you. If they see it is growing and well, some kids never would like it, of course. But hey, not everybody is the same, so not everybody is gonna like it. But I think it should be a basic feature on schools to get people acquainted with it at least. All right, Stephanie VDW. See you later. Maybe in a later time step today in somebody else's live stream. There's gonna be a couple of people today also going live. I'm still hoping that Gemini Homestead going live in about 8 minutes or something like that. So I'm also gonna close the live stream in a couple of minutes because I'm now almost 3 hours into this live stream. Yeah, I believe that also going green, Mom. It's what they say, eh? Learned young, done on a later time step. Everything that you learn when you are a kid, you will never forget, and you will always take it with you in the rest of your life. And because of that education, more people's gonna get familiar with doing their own vegetables, and it's not coming from the shop, it's coming from the ground. You put it in yourself, you know. A lot of kids, especially in the city, I think they only can get it in the shop and not that it is coming from the ground. Yeah, I'm going to Roy and Becky's travel. Roy and Becky's travel trivia. Probably have them. I'm not quite sure. Anka Arkansas Woodcutter, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. First time I see you here, I believe, because you still don't have a range. Well, you have a range now, so Arkansas Woodcutter, if you want to put your channel link in the chat, please do so, but don't spam the chat with it, so if somebody wants to check your channel out, he can do so. Yeah, well, normally Gemini Homestead goes live at 12 o'clock, but I know that they are also moving to a new place to live, so I'm not quite sure if they're gonna go live today. Ruby's live in Oregon. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, and guys, if you didn't put a thumbs up for me, please put a thumbs up. Would help my channel quite a bit. I already have 17 likes, so that's not bad. Ah, thank you, Arkansas Woodcutter. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know. I've been a long way with my live streams. Well, yesterday I did on one, and then a week ago, but before that it was maybe 2 months or something that I didn't do live streams. I was really busy in my garden also, and then I had to go to work because I work as an operator for sterilizing things for hospitals, especially for operation rooms, but also sterilizing those uh, tissues that they put in your nose and your mouth to see if you have coronavirus. So we had a lot of work from that also extra the last time. So they asked a lot of people also to work extra hours to make everything happen. And then we had also a couple of coronaviruses by colleagues of mine that had to stay in quarantine for 10 to 14 days. But I've never not heard anybody dying from it or something like that in my neighborhood. So I hear that it is happening everywhere, but not in my direct acquaintance family. Oh, you have a week off your children. I hope it's not gonna be too bad for you going pre-mom, not to see your children for a week. You probably miss them. So yeah, if you see somebody you want to check out, then please ask them for their link to their channel to put in the chat if you want to check somebody out. And I have a dry throat at this moment. Yeah, already almost 3 hours in the live stream, so 3 hours of talking to you guys. You get a nice dry throat. Throat. Trout is a fish. That's a fish. So throat. Ah, okay. So they're not gonna be far away. Do I understand that correctly? Going pre-mom. So they are just around the corner. I guess they will pop in anyway. Yeah, well, I have a son, but I don't see him much. He's classic autistic, and he's living in a living community where they have where they take special care of those kids. And I'm separated from my first wife, and the children psychiatrist said it was not good for my son to see a lot of different people, and so this took away my rights of being a father from me. So I don't see him as much. But yeah, because I'm also slightly autistic, I don't have much problems with that either. I raised my son for the first year almost by myself because my ex-wife had a postal depression after the birth, and she had it about a year, and then she slowly took over the care of our child. Well, I still feed him and wash them and everything like that. But I mean, she was at that moment she was getting out of this depression and taking more care of our child if it is needed. But the first year I did 90% of it, I guess. And that's what can happen, you know. And then you have to be ready to help the other one, your partner at that moment. But yeah, we separated a long time already, and I only have one son. But he's in a living community for autistic children because he's now 25. Yeah, he's now 25 years, 24, something like that. But he still has the mind of an 13-year-old child. So, and that's probably not gonna. He probably gonna stay 13 years of age in his mind. So he are probably gonna live in this community forever. Oh, that's nice. Local master gardening. I don't know if we have that here in Holland. Well, let me say it like this. I've never looked for it because I did a lot of things with my father when I was living at home. So I've learned a lot of from him about growing greeneries. So I think well, I'm not a professional, of course, but I think I know enough to do good with the greeneries. And I did about 10 years. I grow cannabis. So and that I did very very good. And cannabis, you really have to keep in mind that it is very delicate. So if there's one day you don't do it as it's supposed to have to be done, then it's you better can stop and start over right away because they're not gonna make it. So it was really a struggle always to keep them alive. So and I have growing them in my cellar. So with a special lamp and with special feeding for marijuana plants. All right, thanks for being here, Arkansas woodcutter. Yeah, I know my sound is not the best the whole time. So tomorrow I try to do better with my sound. But also my throat is getting a little bit dry at this moment from all the time talking to you people, and I love to do that. Of course, no problem at all. But it is getting dry, so that's maybe also why I don't you don't hear me that greatly. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to use an external mic, another mic from the laptop. So well, it's almost 3 hours in the live stream, so I'm gonna stop the live stream also, guys. How to garden. See you later. Thank you for being here. So and then hopefully Gemini Homestead is coming live. Still didn't get any notifications from it that they gonna be going live. And let me reload the screen. No, I don't see that they are live at this moment yet. Let us go to YouTube. Maybe YouTube say something different. No. And also no notification if they go live or not. So really have to wait and see if they go live. So I'm not sure if they go live, yes or no. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream for today, and hope to see you guys tomorrow. All right, thank you very much for being here, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye.